Another one of these where you have to search for a TK code. So I've got to wonder, if this game took so many years to make, what were they doing during all that time? Green energy dosage results showed no significant benefits at this time. Essentially, a rapid increase in cellular proliferation speed and a doubling of the number of cells increases growth and affects vitality. But why is this vector taking such an abnormal turn? And what can be done to shift it back to its original direction? Our time is limited, and I'm worried about our remaining stockpiles. So they said they were done with the Phazon arc, so they made totally not Phazon. Doors we can't open. But yeah, rather than feeling like the culmination of years of work, this really feels like some yearly sequel they just kind of threw out there. I mean, graphically it's very impressive for Switch hardware, but gameplay-wise? And this one has 4 fragments. The one thing I want to know what it is, this symbol above the door, that's the one I can't scan. We were so close. It seemed like we had succeeded in disabling the problematic genes, and also resetting the cells, causing the rapid proliferation process to replicate normal genetic information and restore their state. However, for some reason, we were unable to stabilize it. The subjects reverted. Right now, I want to check over the genetic analysis to see if there were any problems in our process. I do not want this setback to have been for nothing. So one of the downsides of this approach they're doing, which is trying to put all the lore in a logical spot, means it's all kind of stacked in this one area in this research lab. We're getting a big dump of all the lore all at once. Even the earlier games did a better job of spreading that out through the world in a way that was logical. You know, having little research camps because they're researching the world itself. Since the lab experiments began, several subjects have been brought in each day. The lab is close to capacity, and tragically, countless brethren have lost their lives while securing these subjects. I think we should stop gathering subjects, if only because our restoration experiments have been thus far unsuccessful. But yes, of course, in the real world, yeah, all the research would probably be centrally located. But it's sacrificing the game experience for reality. They have lots of samples. Containing Griever specimens. So we melt this, we open it up, pod contains some kind of enemy. Battery depletion led to the specimen's death. Oh, that's not doing anything. Same thing. Very alien-like design. More of the same. Got a TK code, though. Why would you store your security code in a laboratory specimen? That's two of them. I think they're trying to like set you up for a jump scare. We may have had a breakthrough today. Until now, we presumed that the physical transformation was triggered by something in the crystals, causing compositional changes in the GE, which would in turn cause an abnormality in gene transcription. Yet that is not the case. In actuality, an unused region of the brain linked with the crystals is stimulated, and as a result, genes that would normally have stayed pseudogenes were transcribed. I now wonder, are we unlocking a blocked evolutionary branch? This would mean the great tragedy was merely one possible evolution of one possible future. So with that in mind, what would happen if, when administrating GE, we disabled those genes at the moment that the rapid cellular proliferation is triggered? There should be sufficient value in attempting to justify altering the basally system's programming. And yeah, the weird UI where there's 2 scroll bars visible. Anything else to scan in here? This feels like it's about to be a boss. How many times have we scanned one of those stretchers? Once we've done one, just mark it as done. Oh, it has a TK code. It's not a boss. So one more to go. And there was one more door to go through. Now we get the spooky ambiance music, so they're really setting up for some kind of jump scare or something. The subject is in hibernation in the cryopod, and its metabolism is at minimum levels. Unfortunately, we are unable to perform the experiments we would like with the subject in this state. If the subject's metabolic function is inactive, a reversal of its rapid cellular proliferation cannot occur. First, we must wake the subject and restore its normal metabolic function. This also means restoration of consciousness, so appropriate sedation will be crucial. That's half a scan's done. Does this have the code in it? Nope. So these ones are still alive. Oh, what a complex puzzle. Again, how many times are we going to reuse the melt a thing covered in ice? Oh, that's all 4. Where was the blocked hallway? Back down there? There's a missile in there. So it's connected to the next room. We'll have to come back and see if there's another way to get in there. Or if it just opens up when we get the power back on. Our resources are running very low, and we are almost out of the chemicals needed for research and experiments. At the same time, progress remains at a standstill. Naturally, there is a rising sense of panic and resignation. We cannot hope for more chemicals to arrive. If we use up what we have before the experiment succeeds, no, even if it succeeds, and with what we have left, and we are losing researchers, everyone is likely thinking the same thing. That was written a little strangely. Also, there was still one gap. So was there one we missed?
Samus, looks like you made it through another floor. You're getting close to the generator.
It's an E-tank. It's all offline. They just have these crates everywhere. Everything is offline. Are we in Uncharted now? Strong shock. Can we make that jump? No. Still no. What cinematic nonsense do they want me to do here? Oh, just wait. Oh, that's our way back up. So they have to come back for him. Oh, that's not grapple. Oh, there's not much point getting all the health if we're about to save anyway.